What's happening, friend? It is great to see you, and welcome to another four-wheel drive talk episode. I'm actually heading down to San Diego as we speak, and we have an hour to go before we get to where we're heading here. This is a very interesting time. It's a Friday afternoon. I'm going down to visit and take a look at something that is badass, and more on that in an upcoming video. But anyways, so I'm driving down here. Gas is getting stinking expensive. I don't know what it is where you guys are at, but I filled up 2 days ago. It was $6.27, I think I paid per gallon, and that's middle grade. So I moved to the middle grade, but as I understand, I'm going to be hitting some $7 plus down here someplace. Somebody shared with me that it's upwards of $7 down in San Diego. I hope not, but that's where it is. And it's funny because this thing is a little chunky little pig. This thing gets about 10.9 miles to a gallon right now. Now, when I'm towing my trailer, that goes down, well, it really depends on where the hell I'm going. If I'm going through hills and stuff like that, then it just drops down to 7 or 8. But I think on highway, we should end up right around 11 miles per gallon. So, yeah, it's getting a little pricey. For the first time, not exaggeration, I'm actually thinking about picking up an electric vehicle. Now, at the end of this year, I was planning to pick up one of the Rivian R1S or the R1T with the max range. I want the max range, especially if I'm going to be doing overlanding with it. So I was holding off on getting something electric until that. But I'm seriously putting thought into, this is my everyday vehicle that I go driving around right now. So I'm really seriously thinking about picking up a electric, like a car or something that'll be getting around town and so forth. My wife has a electric vehicle right now, and it costs her about 20 bucks to fill that thing up or charge that thing fully up. That's ridiculous. It just cost me over 100 bucks just to fill this thing about a half a tank. But anyway, enough of that. We have an exciting video here today, and as the title, I'm not sure what I'm going to call this, but I'm thinking the title is probably going to be something in the line of "My Essential Kit Has Grown." I don't know. I'm still working on the thought what this video is going to be called. I originally four-wheel drive talk episode 20. I think we're at 28. I need to shoot today, but see, I'm heading down to San Diego, and then from there I'm meeting up with the folks from Tackle Tough up at Santiago's Peak. So I'm not going to have the chance to shoot that, so I decided I'm going to do an unboxing video. I know, unboxing video in the car, driving 80 miles an hour. This, I'm not going to recommend. But I was smart.
Stop it. Get some help.
I did open up what I'm going to share with you, or I cut the plastic already, so I'm not fumbling around with that. But it is a knife. It's a new knife. But before we get into all of that stuff there, look, we put these videos together to help you guys stay informed, be educated, be entertained. Now, of course, if we are successful, and my friend, you find some value with this video, if you can do me a ginormous favor, big favor, and hit that like button down below, it really does help with the whole YouTube algorithm. That said, my friend, pull up a seat in. Let's go. I don't know where that noise came from, but anyways, I'm going to own it. Let's go. Now, before we get started on this here, or before we dive into the good stuff, it just dawned on me. Now, I have the Nitto Trail Grappler tires. Now, these are a aggressive mud terrain tire. They have about 17,000 miles on them right now, so they're getting, I'm going to say end of life, but I've definitely noticed in the last month they've gotten a lot more, in the last couple of months they've gotten a lot more noisy when I'm driving. You may say,
Alex, why don't you replace him?
well, I have every intention of doing so. The catch is I'm waiting for my stage 7 Icon suspension with my 2.5-inch lift. I'm going to move from the 35s on here to 37s, and I can't put the 37s on here technically, not until I put the lift kit on here. So I've been holding off, but if you're shopping around for a lift kit or a shocks or anything like that, you know exactly what I'm dealing with. Icon, I think I have about 18 weeks left, or no, excuse me, 16 weeks left from when they have that in stock. So I'm patiently waiting, and I'm hoping these tires last until I get my suspension, and then I can get the new tires, which I think I might go with a all-terrain. I like how the mud trains look on this, and they perform excellent, but for what I use or what I drive this vehicle with, or where I'm going rather, I technically really don't need the mud terrains or this aggressive a tire. I think the Ridge Grapplers, which is Nitto's all-terrain tire, will work just fine. Ooh, there's a warship. I'm driving by the. I'm on the 5 heading south, and I'm driving right by a nuclear plant back there, and there's a warship off the coast here. Pretty interesting. Anyways, let's get into the good stuff. You may recall in a number of videos I talk about, it was in our 8 essential items that I carry. And one of the items that I spoke about was Tops Knife Silent Hero. This is a badass knife. This is my favorite knife on the planet. I use this for everything. It is always with me. It is always in my vehicle. When I go on my little expedition, little runs, it is always with me because it is just I use this for chopping. I use this for culinary. I use this for kind of day-to-day items and so forth. This is, I absolutely love the smell of the leather on this. This is a phenomenal knife. Now, a few of you mentioned during when I did the review on this, and then furthermore, when we did the 8 essentials, a lot of you, well, not so much a lot, so let me not blow this out of proportion, but a few of you commented on the size of this thing. And yes, this is a little bit bigger of a knife, so it's not something that is easy to conceal. Now, tops, you know, guys, I'm going to move to, I have sensitive eyes, and the sun is right here. My hood is shooting this light right into my eye. I'm going to put on my sunglasses because it is really, I'm squinting a lot here. So I'm going to put on my Juju Flex anti-protective eyewear. Yeah, I said that. All right, much better. Now, moving forward, so Tops came out with the Silent Hero 4, which is a smaller version of the Silent Hero. Now, if you aren't familiar with the Silent Hero to begin with, this knife, I forgot the designer's name off the top of my head right now, but the knife was designed in South Africa. There's a big poaching problem down there, and so the knife was designed to support all the good causes that go to fight poaching, and so that alone really clicked with me. I watch enough Discovery Channels and the Discovery Channel shows and so forth, and those people down there, they have a fight in front of them. All those bad people trying to do all that negative stuff down there with the animals. So this knife was designed to support that. Well, they came out with a smaller version, and that's what we're going to crack open here today. As I shared with you before I got onto the road, I was responsible and I cut the package open so I don't have to go fumbling around with it. So yes, it is open, and yes, I did see the knife, but for show and tell purposes, I'm going to crack it open here. So, not much to it. A little air pox or a little bubble wrap in there, and my receipt. Pretty standard packaging. One thing I didn't know, or that I didn't notice on here when I was tooling around with it. Okay, so on the bottom it says Silent Hero 4. Because I was looking along the packaging and I didn't see anything on the outside of it that really mentioned Silent Hero 4. But it does talk in the box, tactical operation products, tools for professional, military, law enforcement, and survival experts. Now, if you aren't familiar with Tops, so I have a number of their knives, do I have 2 or 3 of their axes? One of my favorite axes of all time is made by them, and it is a beast. But the Silent Hero 4, let's crack this sucker open. These guys are made up in Idaho, so right in USA. Okay, boom. I can already smell this. Damn, this thing smells awesome. You like to smell the new stuff? I know. And it's not even a leather case, but it smells really nice. All right, so let's crack this sucker open. Oh yeah, look at that. Actually, I'm going to put that back in the sheath so I can remove. Wow, this feels. That feels really. As I'm playing around with that, I slip and it goes in my leg. Not good. This feels really, really good. Now, the blade of this thing is 4 inches 25 or 4.25 inches. Now compare that to the original, which is 6.38 inches in length. So this one is, you can see, it's noticeably shorter than the original one. Now the cutting edge of this is 4 inches. The original was 5.75 inches. And you might notice also this is considerably less, it's not as thick as the other one. This is an 1/8 of an inch thick. The original Silent Hero is 3/16 of an inch. So the other one is noticeably a lot thicker. Now both of them are the 1095 steel. The finish on this here is absolutely, boy, it's fantastic. I mean, the finish feels really, really great. You have that micarta handle to it, or canvas, I can never pronounce it right, handle. And it feels, one of the things that really attracted me to the original Silent Hero, put aside all the causes that are associated with it, from an ergonomic standpoint, it feels really good in the hands. And when I heard that they had the 4 coming out, being a smaller knife, I concerned because with my big mints, whether how it would feel in my hands. This feels really, really nice. My front finger here, really, it fits very nice in there. The last 3, I'm able to get 4 hands or 4 fingers, not obviously my thumb, all around that there. So I'm able to get a good full hand grip onto the smaller knife. And of course, you have the holes to put a lanyard or a additional grip there, rather. Now the weight of this is considerably lighter. So this is 6 ounces versus the original Silent Hero is 12 ounces. So this is literally half the weight. Now the original Silent Hero does have a nice leather sheath. This is a composite or plastic or the of some sort, Kydex, I think it is. And this one, obviously, as you can see, this is much more of a conceal, and it has the belt loops on it, so you can probably stuff this in your on the back of your through your belt loop, and this thing's going to be really nicely concealed. Now, this one, boy, I'm telling you, that just looks absolutely, it looks absolutely beautiful. Now let's get let's get for illustrations here. People driving by and seeing some crazy guy in a Jeep playing around with a bunch of knives. Okay, so you can see there's a big size difference right here between these here. But if you look at the contour of the blade, there you can see the similarities here. So you can see the thickness difference here. I mean, again, it feels really fantastic in the hands. These guys do a great job with their blades. Holy Jesus. soccer man literally went sideways in front of me here. There's some nuts driving. We were talking about motorcycles a couple weeks ago, with fuel prices, and a buddy of mine's getting a motorcycle, and I'm like, there's no way in hell I would get a motorcycle in California. That bonehead right there is testament why people don't know how to drive here. Anyways, getting back to what I was talking about, this was a fun video to put together. Now, in a handful of weeks, I will have a more thorough, maybe I'll do it 3 or 4 weeks from now, but I'll have a more thorough hands-on review. This has been just a first impression video. I'll come out with a full version or a full review of this here probably 3 or 4 weeks from now. Now let's close off this review with our current giveaway. Now we have 3 prizes up for the grab. We have a Camp Moon camping folding chair, we have the Power Legs sleeping pad, and of course the old faithful, the $100 Amazon gift card. As always, entering the giveaway is really simple. Step 1, like this video and subscribe to our channel. Step 2, leave a comment below. In fact, the more of our videos that you watch and leave a comment on, the more chances that you have to win. So friend, get watching some more of the videos and leave some comments. Step 3, register on 4-wheel drive talk and introduce yourself in the forum. Now, if you happen to have already registered on the site during one of the last giveaways, you are still eligible to win. But as I keep saying over and over again, swing it by, say hello, let us know what you've been up to, and friend, that is it. For complete details on the giveaway, including how to register on 4-wheel drive talk or how to say hello in the forum, check out the description below. Good luck. All right, friend, that is all I have here for you today. So now is that time of the video where I'm going to ask you to do all that YouTube stuff that is oh so valuable to the channel. Now, if you found some value with this video, hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that bell so therefore you're notified every single time that we come out with a new video like this. Now, I have a whopping 41 or 40 minutes left to go before I get to my destination. I'm going to make a call, so I will catch up with you guys a little bit later. So you get out there, stay healthy, and find your adventure.